The internet changed the world. It changed the human experience while you live in this world. Being connected with people online, talking to people through your phone, through a social media app, getting news, sharing pictures of your family. Uh, the best days may be behind it, okay, because people shared so much and then life changed, or they got into a political argument with friends and families, or um, for a variety of factors, they're embarrassed. Social media is no longer um, a platform where people want to share too much. And it's understandable. Good to see you, Andre. The pandemic made people need social media more than they do as society opens up more. There will always be a need for social media. It'll always be a tool. I mean, there's still libraries. Okay, so, and I think it's a good tool. I utilize it, but I don't use it as much as I used to. So, the best days of social media in one instance are behind it. In the other instance, it still has some value. It just is not the same as it, nothing stays the same, but it's not the same as it was. Good to see you also, Andre. Show up. Be reliable. You know, one reason social media will never die is because people need someone to talk to. And there's a lot of people out there that cannot function in society. They don't have social skills. And so social media supplements the fact that they could probably never have a conversation or spend time with people in real life. The problem with that is that they fail to maybe develop a little bit more than they would because they consume maybe too much. Everything can have a give and a take, right? So overall, I still think social media is a positive, but it's like everything else. You have to manage it. You have to understand the good and the bad, okay? And you can't get engulfed in it to the point where you damage yourself. You know, many people who are obsessive, they often leave a comment saying, I'm taking a break from social media. I get understandable. We all have to take breaks. So, but I want to share with you the human need to interact and the people who cannot really interact with people. My human relationships in many instances are more pleasant, but at the same time, I'm very much understanding myself as a middle-aged man. I'm not in a relationship. Most people, their number one cause of pain is relationships. They want to get a divorce, but they can't. Well, they can. They're just not willing to go through things. They need someone financially to cut the bills, but the reason they need someone financially to cut the bills because there's probably substance abuse, gambling, or emotional dependency. So, in many ways, in a modern first world country, you don't need someone else most of the time. Everyone needs some level of interaction. Okay? That's healthy. How much and what type is key. You know, like I say, if you feed into drama and everything's about drama, then you're going to basically destroy. It's like eating pizza at the gas station every day. It's like, guys, you're going to destroy yourself. So it's, it's an interesting thing. Good to see everyone in the live chat, Doug. Good to see you. Fox, good to see you. Junkyard Dog, yeah, I used to like that wrestler. Shout out to you. I agree. Thank you. Suitcase, what's up, man? Happy Thursday. Same to you. Charlie, great to see you. Love the positive people. Thank you. So, my thoughts today, as I keep my mind focused, I keep my time managed, I keep showing up. That keeps me going forward. Social media can be used to keep people laying around in their house, but it's an undisciplined mind, not social media. So you have to learn to acknowledge what is the source of the problem. Forgive me for saying the name wrong. Lena, I believe that's Lena. Shout out to you. People want to be acknowledged. People want you to see their name. The number one reason people come into chats is for the interaction. The number one reason your social media will grow is if you deal with that interaction well. Now, for me, I've kind of been very... I could handle it better if it was just business-wise. Because, again, it's a certain way you interact with people. But like I say, it's life, I'm just trying to avoid people going to therapy for 10 years and being in the same spot. I mean, don't waste your time. If you're going to a job, then yeah, show up and be pleasant to people because you're not wasting your time by staying at a job for 10 years. You're growing your financial resources. But if you're going to therapy for 10 years, there's nothing wrong with that if you're actually taking those tools that you're learning and applying them. But if you're just at your therapist session to have social interaction, then, it's a big scam. It's a waste of time, waste of money. So that's where the separation of social media, mental health, and time management and things come into play, right? Jimmy Jones, what's up, man? Sammy, I've watched a lot of van life channels and I'm getting bored. Well, van life is over. It was a niche in society. Now it's over. Everything has a season. But if you're bored, change the channel. Remember, you have the remote. If you're bored, watch financial literature, watch spiritual well-being, watch how to paint, how to speak a different language. You are bored because you don't have the discipline to change the channel. So I always want you to take accountability for your life, not your YouTube creator, not YouTube, not the news. You're an adult. And if you're not an adult, you shouldn't be on social media. I mean, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying. Jimmy Jones, he was bored with the van life channels. You are probably the only nomad. Thank you. Adam joined the memberships. Yep, we got the memberships back. Only $5, cut them in half, but I got to get them back. But we're always going to do free chats. It's just a show of support, okay? Because I don't feel bad for showing up. And I don't feel bad for cutting the memberships in half. And I don't feel bad for being honest every day and giving you more value than your therapist, your lover, and a guy who eats pizza at all-night gas stations on SSDI. So I want to thank you, Adam. I want to thank all the people in the live chat. Adam, shout out to Michigan. You got that member badge. You got your hands full, but I don't know how you stay positive. The Lord's going to bless you. You're going to overcome because, like I say, I can't believe you stayed as positive as you have. Thank you, Adam, brother. Love you. He goes, out here plowing. It's snowing up there in Michigan, plowing. We got a little bit of snow here in the southwest Michigan. I saw that snow was starting to fall in some areas up north in America. So shout out to you, Adam. Plow safely. Get back to Florida where you were born. Navigate through the tough season of your life as your parents are elderly. I know they have dementia. I share that so people can realize that's part of life. And it's not easy to deal with, but you're dealing with it. You're staying productive. I know you're recovering from COVID. You got COVID twice. Thank God it sounds like you're okay. So shout out to you, your family, your children. It's not easy either being a parent. That's the toughest job. So I want to say this also, though. Now, this is not directed at you, Adam, and it's not directed at someone I know who's going through this, but I want to share this. And then we're going back to live comments. Forgive me, Jimmy James. I appreciate what you said about me. Some people say be kind to a stranger, but they're suing their daughter. That's why you got to be very careful when people say be kind to others. Look, I believe you may need to sue your daughter. You may need to kick your daughter out. You may need to not be friends with your father. But I also believe take accountability. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not being productive, and you're not being kind to your own family. So if you're going to say be kind to a stranger, if you're going to say, no, don't do that. And I'm not saying this to be hurtful because I love you, but I'm saying this to wake up. You got way too much time on your hands and you're running in circles and you're not taking care of yourself and you're preaching a message that you're not practicing. And this is hurting you, not helping you. And I love you because I think you're a great person. Whoever I'm speaking to, don't take this internally. But I have to share this. And you got to be very careful. Look, I'm glad that people have that motto. I'd rather have someone say be kind to others rather than cut people's throat. So I acknowledge and I thank God that they are, but I want to speak up to them. Look, if you say it, I'm not saying you should be friends with your children or your father or someone who's toxic. Never. And I'm not saying you may not have to sue. I'm just saying you know what I'm saying. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you again, Adam. And I'm going to skip up to Jimmy James. He said, Sammy, I misspoke. No, I got what you're saying, and I didn't get a chance to finish my thought. I'm bored and lots going on. No, I get it. Jimmy James, forgive me if I was being a little bit short with you. The bottom line, too, is I didn't read the rest of your comment, which you're acknowledging me. You're saying that you still watch me and I give a positive message, which I appreciate. One thing, guys, that I feel very much at peace about, even though I know people may not like certain things about me, that's fine. My message, I got over 3,000 videos. 99% of them are not about gossip. They're not even, a lot of them about living in a car. They're about self-care. They're about healthy relationships, being productive, and showing up. And I stand on that, and I stand against the evils that are mad at that. Because, I mean, again, and I acknowledge I've been wrong at times. I acknowledge don't put me on a pedestal. But life is more than a van build out. It's a life build out. I don't care if you have a generator if you don't wake up on time. Yeah. I don't care if you stealth park, but you don't self-care. I don't care. I don't care if you're fully self-contained, but you can't contain your anger. And you say, I see you get upset online. Well, guys, I got a history of in public. I'm very much under self-control. You got a history of lashing out in public. So I'm saying this not to be negative towards anyone. I'm saying this to reinforce the message of the channel. Okay. And a lot of people who say they care about you, they're your friend. Other people aren't your friend. They don't show up every day. They're only going to be there when they wake up for their nap. They're not going to care. Look, and the message I'm sharing with you is not to put me up here. It's to, these things help you take care of yourself and get through the day the best you can. All right. Thank you again, everyone. Adam, thank you, brother, being the first to the new season, the second chapter of memberships, brother. Thank you, man. Shout out to you. We're no longer in the yacht club. Okay. The yacht club was the $9.99. We are now in, what will we call this, guys? Maybe we're in 1,000 Trails campground site, something like that. Big Ernie, what's up, man? Watching it and living it is two different things. Maybe that's the van life thing. I'm not sure. Adam, good evening. Thank you again, brother. Andre, welcome back. Shout out to everyone. Chats are going to stay free. I made an adjustment. I went from one extreme to another. I love you, showgirls. Heart emoji, showgirls. Heart, heart, heart. I love you. So, in life, you go from one extreme to another and you find balance. And in many ways, I've tried to do that over the years. Sometimes you have to get extreme to make change, but you have to balance to sustain. All right, back to live comments. Let me get going. Adam, I read that. Thank you, Shalene. Hey, and forgive me for saying that wrong. Hey, Sam, good to see you. Good to see you, too. If I miss a comment, guys, please type it again. Don't take it out of disrespect. Big Ernie, go blue. What's that? You like the Giants, you mean? Early riser. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, yes, Sam. Working a few extra hours right now. Lots of hours this week. Keep pushing. Yep, obviously balanced out with self-care, but a lot of people are spending a lot of hours doing nothing. So if you're totally lost in life, be productive. Why? Guys, I don't get your paycheck. You get your paycheck. And do whatever you want with it. But that's a good message. So good job. Jimmy James, again, no, you did not misspeak. I totally get what you're saying because I felt that over the years too. And I've made videos that, look, guys, the niche of van life is over. The nomad life is over. It will always be part of society, just like it was during the hippie movement. But it's never going to be mainstream. It was not even mainstream 5 years ago. For most people living the van life, it's either destitution, drug problems, or it's an act. It's a capitalization off the lifestyle. So you always got to filter out all those aspects. But again, if you go back to a message of taking care of yourself, being productive, healthy relationships, like I say, you're going to be able to navigate through any lifestyle, apartment, car, etc. So, and that's what I always tell you guys, don't overinvest in a car. Invest in yourself. I've been very consistent with that. Practice what I preach. I live in the same car I started with. So, good job. Suitcase, it's a balmy 21 degrees in Columbus, Ohio. You went from DC to Ohio, man, you're moving around. But I continue to show up. Well, Suitcase, that's your saving grace. It'll keep you away from destructive behavior, or keep you away from being lonely too much. And that's a positive thing. So God bless you and love to you. And shout out to Adam, my first member in the second season of the new chapter. Showgirls, hey Sam. Facts, I love you. You know I love you, showgirls, and I appreciate you I appreciate you. I do. Always from the beginning, showgirls. When your daughter was riding around with you, we always vibed. And you know it's love and respect. No guilt trips. No manipulation. Okay. We gotta, we say love. Let's go back to it. Adam, $5 foot-long club. That's a good one. Yeah, I remember when I was getting my health together, I was eating Subway for a little bit. A Subway is like eating a plastic sandwich, though. I don't know why. I didn't like it. But, hey, look, guys, look, Subway was better than eating McDonald's, fried chicken every day and things like that. And then, you try to take small steps, and then you got to get a little bit more extreme. But any step closer to a healthier dinner is a good step if you need to get healthier. If you're sustaining, don't worry, you know what you're doing. If you're in the beginning of your journey of trying to get your health together, any food selection that is healthier than what you normally go to, because obviously if you're obese like I was, or if you're very much not in a good state physically, then try to make a healthier decision. Instead of fried chicken, baked chicken. Instead of a salad covered in ranch dressing, get light balsamic on the side. Always order your salad dressing on the side and you apply it. And always remember, you can put more. But when you put too much salad dressing on, you can never take that away. Everything becomes saturated with that oil. So never forget that. And shout out to my man Nick that I worked with one time. He put me up on that. Tom, just because they're family doesn't mean they're going to treat you better. Well, that's definitely true. People are people. That's true. And good is good and toxic is toxic. That's true. Sam, like you say, be true to yourself. That's true. And that takes a while. Why? Because your brain is not fully developed to the age of 25. And you don't know yourself to the age of 35. And that's assuming, which you should never assume, that people are putting the work into their life to develop themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Many people are not. They're developing their social media, or they're spending too much time. I'm not anti-social media, guys. I'm on social media. Now, I've cut down some on social media. I don't have Facebook. I have one little ass fake Instagram thing. I just look at some chicks I know, or some people. I have no Twitter, no TikTok. So I would still consume YouTube if I was not a creator. I do. But to my man Jimmy James' point, I'm not consuming endless van life. I'm not consuming endless financial. I'm managing my time with everything. But that took me time. So I don't want to be a hypocrite here and give you this great big speech. But the glory days of you connecting with people you know online and everything being great is gone, because it's like every relationship. In the beginning of the relationship, it's the honeymoon. Then you hear everything they got to say, or you're surprised at some things they say, or you feel embarrassed, or whatever. And this is part of life. So remember that before you get married. Or whatever you want. So, hey, appreciate that. Love to you. Good to see you, Doug. Zach, what's happening, Sam? Hey, Zach, what's up, man? Showgirls. It will be 32 degrees tonight in Destin, Florida. That's the northwest side of Florida. I'm in the southeast. Temperature today was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe it will dip down a little bit. We'll be in the 60s and 50s at night, and it'll go back and forth. It'll be in the 70s most of the week, and then some days in the 60s next week. That's winter in southeast Florida. In North Florida, in the winter, in the end of January, February, March, there could be days or weeks where it's in the 30s and 50s. But in South Florida, below Orlando, it's going to be a little bit warmer. So that's the difference sometimes. Showgirls, thanks, friend. You know I love you. Showgirls, you are an honest, down-to-earth person. Thank you. And I still do the wrong things sometimes, so I acknowledge that, and I try to improve. And I appreciate you. Keep doing your thing, Showgirls. Because what I want to tell you, Showgirls, you got value. Because I watched your videos. That's how I found you. I found you with your DoorDash videos, and you did a damn good job. Then I saw you were riding around too, or you knew that other person from Tampa, that other couple. But that's how I found you. For your DoorDash videos. And I thought you did a damn good job. Jimmy James, from the yacht club to the strip club. Well, no. We're not going to the strip club's 99-cent membership. I'm not going back to the strip club, guys. Why? Because that season of my life is over. I'm not worried about leaving a strip club. I'm not dating no strippers. I don't want a Corona with lime. No. This is maybe a Subway sandwich or something. Outdoor Matt, working 2 jobs remotely. Awesome. Saving for the summer. That's great. Thanks for the motivation. Outdoor Matt, you're taking care of yourself, and that's a blessing. Good job. Showgirls, YouTube is the best TV. Yeah, I think about that when I look at a home base. I say, would I even get a TV? Well, you say, yeah, you want to get a smart TV. It's possible. Yeah, I could say that's okay, but I'm really, like when I have no desire. Some of the HOAs actually come with free internet. Now, I may watch like Shark Tank or something like that. Like when I go visit my mom in the fall, I watch Shark Tank with her. She watches like, Wheel of Fortune, things like that. I'll watch it because I'm there with her. But outside of that, I really have no interest. So, forgive me for saying the name wrong. Shahid, if I did. How do you maintain friendships as a nomad? I have a couple friends, just a couple. I'm talking about you count on your hand. And once you're over the age of 25, if you have more than 5 friends, then, well, I don't want to say you're wrong. You may be more social than me, but you're not going to have more than 5 close friends. So the couple friends I still keep in touch with, I call them or I video chat with them. But outside of that, I like to spend most of my time by myself. I'm not very social at this point. I know how to be social. I'm not antisocial, but I would tell you this, I live in the public as a nomad. I know baristas from all over the world. Okay. So I get my social interaction every time I'm in Starbucks. Most people drink their coffee in their house by themselves. I could drink my coffee in a cafe with 5 beautiful women I never met, 2 guys that know information about some type of business, 1 psychopath that's tapping his feet and farting. I mean, you could be around everything you want. You can go to the gym. That's more people. I always see people at the gym. So the gym and the cafe right there, tons of people. Now you're driving, tons of people. Going to the grocery store, tons of people. When you're a nomad, you're actually going to get burnt out from being around people. So now I do understand what you're saying. There is a difference between being around people and friends, but the more people you're around, the more opportunity to make friends. But I don't really want to be around. I don't want to spend intimate time with anyone. I'm a cyber robot. This is the most interaction I have with people outside of my work and outside of talking to my mom or a couple close friends I have with anyone. And that's how I want it. But I'm not saying you should want that, but that kind of answers the question. But from my perspective, thank you. He goes, since you're always moving. Yep, I just broke that down. Do you speak with them on text? Yeah, I broke that down. Good question. IDCNM. I respect your slow but steady grind. Thank you. How long you think till you reach 100K subs? Tough to say. Last year, this time I was under 15K. Now I'm at 30K. But I was crushing it during the pandemic, and I had a couple videos that went viral. I was the only one showing up every day during the pandemic, and social media, even though it was kind of over then, it forced people to go back to social media. So now people are out again. I would have to have another video to go semi-viral. But out of my 3,000 videos, maybe 5 of them went above 100,000 views. So when you get one of those that knocks it out of the park, then you get a lot more subs. But again, that's a very small percentage. So the odds are it would probably take another 3 to 5 years. But it can happen this year. If I doubled my subs, then I'm at 60. So, maybe it wouldn't happen this year. If I doubled again, it happened in 2 years. But you can have one video get you 100 subs. But probably the average of my steady, slow grind, it'd probably be somewhere between 4 to 6 years. But that's not even guaranteed. That's why I tell you, keep a W-2. And the reason why I have creative freedom, and I could share some of these things I share with you guys, because again, if this was just a business, I mean, those who watch, I think you would know, if this was just a business, guys, I could be very different in how I interact for capitalization. Now, it's still a business. I don't want to be disingenuous. I shut down all my other social media because I would share very much similar things, but people just don't want to hear it. Yeah, your friends don't want to hear your shit anymore. So what did I do? I said, well, I'm going to create my own profile on, and you gotta want to follow someone on YouTube. It's not like you're going to be their friend just because you knew them in high school. So now people got to come on my platform. They got to want to hear what I got to say. I'm not popping up in their Facegram, their Facebook or Instagram feed. So they're coming. They want to see it. So now I'm going to share what I want to share. And I'm putting in the work. I'm showing up. So I'm going to make some money off it. But I'm not like obsessed about subscribers. I'm conscious of revenue. I'm conscious of my time. I'm conscious of the risk reward, which sometimes I don't like, to be honest. But I've gotten so far, and I do enjoy it, even though sometimes it busts my balls. that I kind of stick with the motto, keep that flow going. Good question, showgirls. It was, thank you again, Adam. He goes, it was 60 degrees last night in Dustin. Big Ernie. When you speak of marriage and relationships, as a 24-year-old male, I don't even feel comfortable engaging with women these days. No offense to them, values are not what they used to be. Well, remember, women didn't have rights 2 generations ago. So chances are you're not that good looking. And, most good looking girls say the same thing. Look, the bottom line, a first world country where women can make more money than men, they don't need you to be their financial support. So don't worry about that. Take care of yourself and masturbate and don't depend on anyone financially, physically, emotionally. And I'm not saying that disrespect, but we all have to learn this. Doug Free, we're up to 2 members. Doug Free, you know what it is. Let's keep showing up. Let's adapt. Let's grow. We're down, guys. We cut inflation from 10 to 0 to 5. We balanced it out. All chats are still free. What will the memberships get you? A badge, a shout out, and a non-attached relationship where you can cancel at any time. So if that's not better than marriage, ask someone you know who's been married for 5 years. Ask them how much their divorce going to cost them. And then you ask them if Inspirational Nomads memberships are worth every damn penny. I want to tell you right now, I better get another member just for that shit. Because I want to tell you guys, let's take a hydration break. I want to tell you, let's take it. You can still chat. How chats are going to remain public. What I've decided to do, I'm going to keep all chats public always. The memberships is just a way to support the channel if you're not destitute and if you want to. No pressure, no membership. I feel that's a good balance where I don't just waste my time. At the same time, I give people a lot more freedom, even more than they had. So it's a very fair thing, I think. So, but you're good, Hal. Everyone's good. But that was a good comment, Big Ernie. Look, for younger people, it's like marriage is not the same thing it was, just like social media is not the same thing it was. Most people spend more time with their phone than they do their spouse. So I'm not saying I'm anti-marriage. I am anti-child if you're not in a healthy relationship and if you're not inspired with life. I'll tell you right now, guys, if you're inseminating yourself with semen of someone who you look down on, I'm not for that. I love and respect everyone, guys, but that makes me upset. Because it's like, don't do that to the unborn child, man. It's like, guys, we don't need babies. We need inspired adults. And if you're inspired and if you're healthy and if you're doing well and you're happy and you got extra capacity, extra stress you can take on, you want to have a child, God bless, man. But look, if you really life gets you down more than it gets you up, if the person you're dating is like a service dog, not a passionate, equally yoked lover, then guys, just get through life, taking care of yourself and allow that to be a blessing to society. You say, Inspirational Nomad, you don't understand, you don't have estrogen. Hey guys, look, I grew up, in a house of women, And I'll tell you right now, they're all together. And I want to tell you guys, you want to see a Royal Rumble without paying for pay-per-view? Yeah. So I want to tell you guys, if you want to have a child because you don't want to be alone, how do you talk to your own mother? Yeah, I know some daughters, they curse their mother crazy. And then you want to have a child, maybe you have a daughter, or maybe you have a bastard son that's just as lazy and low energy as the person you're going to have the kid by. Yeah. Guys, we are in a whole new society where social media is over and so is having a child and being married. Guys, we're android robots. And I want to tell you right now, guys, there's no religious exemption, from taking care of yourself. You say, yeah, I don't want to get the vaccine. I want to know some scripture, I want to know what the Lord told you about vaccine, Because the last time I checked, Moses killed 3,000 people, and they should have got vaccinated from the plague, So, guys, what are we talking about? Religion? What are we talking? Let's be honest with each other. I want to tell you right now, if you wished your husband would die, Paco, I'm talking to you now, but I love you because you're a positive. If you wish your husband would die so that you could go live in Arizona, Don't tell me you got a religious exemption from the vaccine, okay? Because you know, like I know, you were like semi hoping he didn't make it through that surgery. Like, oh, this motherfucker, I'm never coming back to Michigan. You know, so yeah, I know it's okay. We're human, guys. That's why I don't get married. All right, let's stay positive. Showgirls. BB and her guy, Temp. Oh yeah, that's the other people I saw you with. Mm-hmm. I love you, Paco. You are positive. I love you. I talked to Dr. Fauci, Paco. I said, Dr. Fauci. I said, Anthony. That's how I told him this like. I said, Anthony, don't bust Pat's balls. She got enough going on in her life. I said, I know it's a scam, okay, but I know. I said, let's let Pat slide, okay. So Pat, go. I'm gonna have Dr. Fauci send you a fake vaccine card in case you need it. Okay. Like a lot of you people, you married an American, you didn't really love them. You got you in, you know. So same thing, guys. We all play the game. Okay. So, you know, Pat, we're gonna take care of you. I'm gonna talk to Fauci. Don't worry. All right. Back to live comments. Showgirls. Yeah, I like Shark Tank too, Showgirls. Idle times with emoji meme. Emoji meme. I love you. Be yourself. Never let me or anyone control you. But I'm praying for the day that you change your tag name from idle times with emoji meme to productive times with emoji meme. Why? Because that one word makes a big difference. If you replace the word idle with the word productive, you changed your life. But if you replace the word productive with the word idle, you destroyed your life. Any of my 2 members, you have one extra emoji that no one has. It's a bomb emoji, okay? Drop that damn bomb in the live feed, Doug and Adam. Okay, because what I can tell you guys, your therapist went to school for 10 years and they haven't changed your life in 10 minutes like I just did. Okay. And I love them, and I do blame Biden for not canceling some of this college loan debt. But I want to tell you right now, guys, let's go forward. Okay. And I love you. Aaron, I love you if you're listening. Not talking directly to you. I've always said stuff like this, Aaron. Don't get upset. And I hope you sold that house. I don't know what's going on there. Where we at? All right, if I miss a comment, guys, don't take it out of disrespect. Chats are still free, guys. I mean, we're still out here. We're here. We showed up, guys. Damn, I hope I get back in this right order here. Let's see here. I believe I left off. Oh, yeah. Big Ernie. Yellow. Okay. Little Pops, what's up, man? I'm the same. Shout out to you, Little Pops. Dividend Bro. You think it's worth buying a $200K house? Reasonable, conservative. Oh, my man Charles, 199 fire. Sending the devil right back to the lake of fire and resurrecting the lazy sloth. My brother Charles made a great video today, and I appreciate the video of me, and I appreciate your videos. You uplifted me today, Charles. Why? Your video about if we die, some of our videos are like our obituary. There are our mark behind, our statement to the world of what we've experienced. Charles, you're gifted, you're smart, okay, and you know how to laugh. That's a great combination. And you're single. Huh, drop the bomb to yourself on that. Good job, Charles. Thank you, brother. Dividend Bro, this is a very good question here. Okay. He goes, he's thinking about buying a $200K reasonable 2-2, which means 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Let's continue to read. He goes, at the top of the market. We may be at the top as the Federal Reserve raised the interest rate, but we don't know for sure. If you plan on staying at least 3 years in an area or continue to throw money away at rent. I would say if you plan to live, add 2 more years. If you plan to live in that area for 5 years, and if 200K is below your means and you have a job that's somewhat stable, and you know the area well, and it's within 15 minutes of your favorite grocery store, 15 minutes, or whatever, your daily routine. If you don't want to live there long term, and if you don't want to live there for more than 5 years, my answer would be no. I do empathize with what you're saying, Dividend Bro, that rent is very high. And it is, you know, I'm a nomad, so I'm paying, I always tell you guys, you could probably share an apartment and pay less than I pay on the road. But For most people, they're not going to want to live the nomad life because it does have its challenges. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's so hard no one can do it. I'm just saying long term, initially it's easy. Long term, most people don't sustain it. So that would be my answer to you. It all depends if you really want to stay in that area more than 5 years. If you're going to stay there more than 5 years and it inspires you, the climate, the culture, the stores, I would say yes. If not, I would say no. $200K is still reasonable, but not if you make $20 an hour. That's too much and you have debt. So you got to kind of, you know what I mean? Figure that out. It's not easy. And I really do empathize because it's a tough market right now. But I tell you that if you really need cheaper housing, expand your search. Instead, most people are looking in one town or two towns. Expand your search to a 60 or 120 mile radius. Now, don't go living in the middle of nowhere just because it's cheap, but start to look a little bit around more than you normally do. And make it an adventure. On the weekend, go travel to different areas that you wouldn't normally do. Hold up. Wait a minute. Miss Productivity $4.99. Okay, I'm going to change my name. Well, I changed your life. These psychiatrists are a day late and $1 short. I just changed your life with one word, and that word is productive. And I thank you, Emoji Meme, because you've been around for a long time on this channel. Okay. Upstate New York is in the building. Shout out to you. Keep living your best life with a capital B. And thank you, Emoji Meme. Love and respect. Love and respect. So, Dividend Bro, good question. Hopefully that helped. Showgirls, being a nomad, people tend to be mean to you. It depends. I really always kind of go back. Well, I want to say two things. One is, because you're a nomad, mostly you're going to be in public more, so you're going to have more interaction with people. And so now, maybe 10% of your interaction is negative. So, but being that you're around more people, that 10% may now be 20%, or it's more common than if you just live in a house, you have no sanctuary. Like, the other day, that one lady, bust my balls when I was in a park feeding the squirrels. I get some psychopath, at the store, whatever, So, I don't know if people are more mean or that we're just out in the public more, so we have a higher percentage chance of running into more people like that. Now, the other thing I would say is I try to remember one of the great movies of all time, Coming to America. Why do I remember that movie? Because there's the most underrated scene in that movie is when Eddie Murphy, the star of the movie, who was a king from another country, he had took the position of basically working at McDonald's. It was called McDowell's, but it was basically like he's working at McDonald's, sweeping the floors. And he was trying to impress a girl, but he wasn't trying to impress her with money. He was trying to impress her with himself and work ethic. And he was sweeping the floor with dignity, with good posture, with diligence. He wasn't a lazy sloth. And the girl recognized it. She goes, there's something different about you. That when you mop the floors, I see you coming here every day, you handle yourself with royalty. And he was a king. But that showed me in life, that's a great example in life, that guys, you could be a nomad and you could be very much above the petty shit. You can carry yourself like a person of dignity. Now, again, sometimes I look bummy. It's not about looks. Someone that left a comment the other night, like, I can't take you serious. You're in a car. It's not about looks. It's about how you carry yourself. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to say. Now, if you carry yourself like an asshole, then guys, it doesn't matter what you look like. But if you carry yourself with a level of dignity and self-control, I'm not going to say everyone's going to acknowledge it because a lot of people won't, but the ones that matter, they'll acknowledge it. Because real recognize real. Yeah, that's true. Thank you. Dividend Bro. He goes, home is within my means, 50K salary. Well, that's tight, man. 50K salary. Well, it depends, man, how much you put down. How much would you be putting down, and how much emergency fund would you still be having? And what are the property taxes? What is the square footage? And what is the lot land size? If you want to answer those questions, we could have a more detailed conversation. Zach, hey Sam, I'm trying to transition from a remodel contractor to IT. I'm in school right now. Okay. What's the best way to get your foot in the door in IT? work as a maintenance engineer, a maintenance tech on the infrastructure in an IT building and be willing to take the night shift and get the entry-level position. And even if you wanted to go one step lower than that, be a security officer in an IT building. So I just gave you two examples that I've lived through, that I've seen. It had nothing to do with schooling. It had everything to do with being willing to get your foot in the door and show up consistently for 3 years and get good yearly reviews. And that would be what I would tell you. Your school's a waste of time for the most part. Get your schooling after you get your foot in the door and you have a reliable work history of showing up and being a positive worker and a reliable, productive worker. Shahid, I respect that, Sam. Thank you. I would probably do something similar. Thank you. I appreciate that. Paco, I love you. Freezing here. So thankful to being warm. Well, Paco, I love you with all my heart. You are a positive person. I give you a lot of credit for that. You are exempt, Paco. Big Ernie, I don't know what to blame. In today's society, it seems most women seem like gold diggers. No, that's an unfair evaluation. You could say, well, most men were misogynistic or basically sex addicts. They were definitely in previous generations, so it could be said now too. That's an unfair evaluation. You've been watching too many men going their own way videos. And clout chasers. No, I would disagree with that. I disagree. But let me read your comment. Playing hard to get. Guys, there's a game of dating. If every woman just fucked you the first time they saw you, you'd call them a slut. So it's like, look, if they're playing hard to get, that's part of the game of dating. And then the other thing is they may not like you. It's just, look, guys, most people are ugly. 10% of the population looks good. So 90% of the population is always going to be bitter towards the other side of the human gender because most people don't want you, not because they're manipulative, is you don't look good enough or you don't have a good enough personality, but mostly you don't look good enough because a lot of people get what you, and but then you say, oh, well, that's why I don't like it. Well, how many ugly, Big Ernie, I guarantee you there's been some ugly, fat psychopath chicks that want to get with you. And I guarantee you ghosted them. So when you look at life like that, when you think about all the ugly people you dodged, then you have a fair evaluation. Because then all the big ugly chicks with no hair and one tooth, they can say, oh, well, all these men, they only want a Barbie doll. They only want some good-looking young girl. And Big Ernie would say, you damn right. And then Big Ernie would check himself from being men going their own way. And then he would become a man and be accountable for how he looks at men, women, and show him self-respect and show everyone respect, men and women. Good job, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Doug Free, I appreciate you. And Adam, I appreciate you. 2 members, member badge. Drop that bomb emoji in the live feed. Thank you. Hal, what's good, brother? You are not stuck, brother. You are here. Chats are public. I'm proud of you. Never forget it. Wild Child. Hey, what's up? Big Ernie. Not to sound full of myself, but I consider myself pretty good looking. Well, that does sound too full of yourself. I play hard to get myself. You're playing the game. It takes 2 to tango. Behind every narcissist is an enabler. And behind every bitter person is someone who played a game and got burnt. It takes 2 to tango. He goes, but the girls are beating us at the game. I'm not playing a game. You choose to play the game. You can't play a video game, then throw the game console through the TV and blame the game. You're choosing. Here's the other thing. Like I remember, because I used to be young and play video games, and I get upset sometimes. You played a video game. You were dating some very mediocre girl who you weren't that attracted to, but the game was easy. And so you turned up a level. You said, "Nah, I don't want to play Madden at rookie level. I want to put it on, I don't know what the next level is, all pro." And so, all pro, maybe I got a shot. And, but some of you guys, you're straight. You're not even rookies. You're in the D League. You're college bench players. And you're trying to put the game on, you want an elite chick on like super all-star Hall of Famer. And then when you can't beat that level of the game, instead of you taking accountability, like you way outside your league, you ain't taking care of yourself. And even when you're doing all the right thing, you got to get a little lucky. You smash the game console and you blame the entire other gender. You can't do that, guys. It's like when you get in the game, that's the game. And you know what I mean? And guys, stay single. And girls, that's what I tell you. Show girls. Perfect. Hal, you know I got nothing but love for you, and you know it's reciprocal. Love to you. Antoine, forgive me for saying that wrong. Good shit, Sam. Thank you. Doug, thank you again. Just rejoined, brother. Shout out to Yahoo. Thank you. Tom Stocks, Sam. I keep hearing you starting to keep a W-2. Yep. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a W-2? All I will say is IT. I won't go beyond that. And DoorDash 1099. 1099 is YouTube, DoorDash on the side if I need it. I agree with people, W-2 job and a side hustle. What's your W-2 and what's your side hustle? Shane, thanks for keeping public chat open. Yeah, guys, I'm sharing my life publicly. I'm not going to share everything private, but I share general things. And there's been people that know me in real life that come on here, but that's the risk. Pat Goat, I'm glad I'm in my 50s. Thumbs up. Laughing, feet, and exemption. I love you. Big Ernie, I think COVID really blew our social abilities into bits. Hence why it's harder today than, it's easier today than past. Would you want to work in a steel mill? Would you want to work on a farm? Big Ernie, I don't even want to be around you and I'm not a girl. Now, I don't mean that disrespectful, but you got a very negative attitude. It's very much like depressing. A girl wants to be around someone who's fun and positive, not some negative person that's like, oh my God, it's like, guys, look, and I could be negative, but chicks still want to get with me. Why? Because they still know I'm compassionate. I love my mom. And, I'm probably more energy than her boyfriend, but they know the real deal. Okay. They know I don't want to be with them. They don't want to be with me. And then they get mad and they leave the chat. It's true. Doug Warren, let's show some love and respect for the third member to the phase 2 of the memberships. Brother, you know what it is, Doug. Shout out to PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest. Show some love and respect to our brother, Doug. Brother, I read your comment, though, the other day. Maybe it was today. And you were just basically saying, Sam, I'm in a bad place. And it broke my heart because you're a very positive person. I want to be around Doug. But it's okay to say you're in a bad place, but still stay positive. And you do that, brother, and that's why I love you. And I love even the people who are negative because I know how this world is. Now, Big Ernie's saying, I'm just going to roll this joint and go reevaluate my life. Well, don't roll the joint. Because when you smoke weed, even though it's legal, it alters your mind. So you cannot evaluate your life if you're high. You can't evaluate your life if you're drunk. You can only evaluate your life if you're sober and you're self-caring. Because everything else is you're in a land of delusion. You are scientifically altering the mental state of your awareness. And then you're trying to evaluate it, and that's why you're delusional. Because you're not taking the time to put in the work of your life. And I know it's a lot of work, and I know life can be crushing. And I know I'm talking very fast and boldly. So it's not that. Big Ernie, I already work construction and bust my ass. None of this is about working in a career. It's about working on yourself. You can build a 50-story skyscraper, but you can be a drunk, you can have bad relationships, and you cannot be taking care of yourself. I know construction workers that have horrible lives. That's not about work. He goes, busting my ass. Since you don't want to be around me, I'll kindly remove myself. Okay, since you want a guilt trip and be negative, I agree with that. So, it doesn't matter what your name is. You're a very toxic person. I love you, and I wish you the best on your best life. Sorry that it had to end like that, but that's how most of your relationships end, and then you blame the woman. Yeah, that's a shame. Take accountability for your life and don't smoke weed. And go to the job site with a positive attitude. That's why you always get laid off. And that's why you want to stab people. You want to hurt people right now. You're not working on yourself. I try to tell you the right thing, not to help me, to help you. Because it doesn't help me by having you get out of the channel. Okay? So, look, I love you. I know you don't believe that, Ernie, or whatever your name is, or you don't even put your real name. It's Big Ern P. Hey, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Charles, every time you lose a fake friend, you gain a real friend. The fake friends take from you. They take your money, they take your energy, they take your joy. Real friends give to you. And I'm not saying you guys got to give me money to be my friend, but I'm trying to tell you in life, there's givers and takers, because I've blocked givers too. Because some people use that to get a foot in the door and then they manipulate you. Charles, you know what it is, brother. Before memberships, after memberships, during memberships. And you know what it is, Charles. When people don't respect the other gender, Whether it's women, men, or transgender, they don't respect themselves and they don't respect you. And it's only a matter of time for the disrespect comes and then the bullying comes. And if they can't bully you, I'll tell you, document, call the cops. Okay, get them locked up, because these people, they don't respect self-care. They want chaos. It's sad. Yeah. You know what it is? Productive. Yeah, productive emoji meme. Get that Michael Jackson. I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Damn it. You see what happens, productive emoji meme, when you change your name? You right on time with the right soundtrack to that part of live feed. Charles, thank you again, brother. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Adam. Let's keep showing up. 70 people watching. Click that thumbs up. Who shows up every day gives you energy. I don't give you pizza from the gas station. I give you a piece of my soul that will help you build your life. There's builders and there's destroyers. I know people who work construction, they'll destroy your life. Okay. And I know nurses, guys, they'll either take care of you or they'll pull the plug. It cuts both ways. But I want to tell you this. I know myself. And I know I'm not bothering anyone. I'm in my car. I'm on my channel, and I'm not gossiping about someone else. So I know that I have a peace about my message. Never forget it. Back to live comments. If I miss a comment, please type it again. Where are we at? Charles? I believe we left off at Louisa. Oh, no, Boston. Boston, what's up, man? Boston. Just saying hello. Thank you, Boston. I'll see you. Thank you for your positive attitude. Louisa. Hey, Sam. Great chats. Thank you. Always, you guys. Thank you for keeping the chat open. Thank you, Louisa, for the positive attitude and positive comment. Respect. Much appreciated. Respect back to you. See? Real recognize real. Energy recognize energy. Showgirls. Sam is hot on it today. Thank you, showgirls. Look. There's days where you don't hit a home run, but show up even if you strike out. Why? Hey, guys, I want to tell you, people get used to not having you around, okay? And when them people get used to not having you around, guys, you're out of the game. So keep your flow. Brendo, hey, Sam, I got my first request for my pressure washing hustle. Good. I'm trying to start priced sidewalk and driveway and deck for $300. You think price is high or low? First quote for me. I do not know that industry enough to price it. I would Google that job and I would call 3 contractors in your area to just say you're a potential customer and you would like it priced. When I was an electrician, that's how I started my career. And then when I got my own electrical contracting business, when I was trying to figure out prices, that's what I would do in the very beginning. I would call other contractors and say, look, if I want you to hang my ceiling fan, how much do you cost? Call 3 of them, then ask hard, then go to Home Depot or Lowe's, see how much they charge. And then now you have a price point. You have averages. Good job. Collect that data. Good to see you, Brando. That's a little spam person here. Let me get rid of them. Pat Go. ESP has a new video. She's on fire. She's a respectful woman working hard, not just in her job, but in her character and how she presents herself. Where she teaches a grizzly bear sign language. Wow, she has a heart of gold too. She's exempt. Thank you again, Charles. Thank you for the tip and thank you for joining, brother. Pat, I'm watching Storage Wars. God save the Queen. Pat, you are so positive. Who could be mad at you? Louisa, Pat, I'm English, so it's true. Oh, he's talking about with the Queen? Frankie, click that thumbs up. Thank you, Frankie. Pat says, is Randy a perv? I don't know who that is. That must be part of the show. Showgirls, Storage Wars is only for entertainment. I buy auction storages every month. It's possible, just like they have a lot of fixer-upper shows. Thank you, Zach. They have a lot of fixer-upper shows that, they fix a house in 20 minutes, okay, and they're under budget and they make a profit. I can tell you from a contractor, that's not the reality in most instances. Most construction work, most of it, takes more time than you think and more money than you think. And it's a pain in the ass, and it's not just easy money. Back to live comments. Pago. I watch YouTube channel, Hiding in Room. The presenter is funny, and the comments in English, yeah. Look, guys, entertainment is keeping you company while maybe giving you some information and making you laugh. That's value. That's not the only thing of value, but that's one thing in life that everyone needs. Charles. I like how Eddie Murphy's character took everything as positive. Well, I like a little negativity because he still whipped that ass when he needed to whip that ass. With the Donatello, because that's the Ninja Turtle I'd be, the Donatello with the stick. I think I told you that in your live feed one time. I'd be Donatello, the purple thing with the stick, purple turtle. So yeah, like when who was that actor? Who was the actor that was playing the thief in that scene? Famous actor. Who was that? Damn, I can't remember that actor's name. He was in a lot of movies, man. Die Hard movies. That was one of his first acting gigs. I forgot his name. I'll remember it. But yeah, eventually he took him down with the stick. But I understand what you said. Hiding in my room, the presenter is... Oh, no, I read it. Like Eddie Murphy's character took everything as positive. Even when he said, good morning, my neighbor, and told him, F you, buddy. Well, that's true. Look, I would say one thing that I could do if I wanted to really... And I try a little bit. But I don't want to do it to the point where it's like we keep toxic people in here. But there is a way that I could still work on trying to figure out how to cut the BS while still coddling some people. But it's a very tough line of how much time do you want to waste. Okay, so, but look, I acknowledge positive people, and I acknowledge there's more positive people than me. In real life, guys, I keep to myself. This is the most I really share. But since I share so much of myself, I got to have boundaries. Why? Because people steal your energy, and you got to be very careful. Now, because don't forget, Eddie Murphy was acting. In real life, Eddie Murphy is a recluse. He's been divorced, and he's become a bitter man. I saw him accept an award like 2 years ago. He's like, I've become bitter. Yeah. So don't forget, guys, Eddie Murphy was a hell of an actor. Okay? And don't forget, Halle Berry, she was a hell of an actor. Okay? Because in real life, divorce, problems, etc., heartache, etc. Everyone, it don't matter who you name. Where we at? Doug, laughing. Shout out to you, Doug. Bomb emoji. Thank you, brother. Showgirls. 59 on the chat. Yeah, we're up to 61. We're up to 70 high. Can we get 100 people in the chat? We've had it before. When the pandemic. During the pandemic, social media spiked. Why? People were locked down. After the pandemic, it come down, but it'll come back up because it still has value for some things. For some things it won't. Some Nomad channels, even the bottom line is anything in life, consistency, and what if it's meant to be, it'll grow. But business fluctuates. Like one thing I evaluated going from a W-2, and I never left a W-2, but then having a 1099, whether it was electrical contracting or anything else, is as a business owner, your revenue, your life, your money will fluctuate. As a W-2 worker, there's a steady source of income. You have stability. That's why I tell everyone out there, especially the destitute, get yourself a W-2 and do your 1099 on the side so that you're not destitute. And that you can take risks. You still got to manage your risk and you still got to monitor your revenue and expenses. But you don't have to be thirsty. You don't have to be desperate. Okay, good job. Pat. Showgirls, where do you sell your locker? Doug, yeah, that member 3 bomb emoji. Thank you, brother. Showgirls. Pat Go, what do you mean? Pat Go, you said buy storage lockers. Where's your stuff that you sell? Showgirls, all on the internet. But the first 70% is donated to the real homeless people to keep them warm. Well, don't do that. Why? Because there's homeless shelters, there's nonprofits, and there's subsidized housing. And guys, I donated to all these things. I've worked with them. And what I can tell you guys, all you are is enabling people, guys, people who need help are getting help. And you're just adding to cluster. No one wants, I donated a $5,000 sectional couch to Salvation Army. And what I can tell you guys, not too many people want that shit. So I'm not saying don't donate shit, but I'm saying anyone who's destitute, they're going to go see a social worker. They're going to get on a list for subsidized housing. They're going to get an EBT card. They're not going. No one goes hungry in a first world country. No one starves to death. And they're going to have options to get job placement if they can. And if they don't do any of those things, guys, you got to remember, giving stuff away most times it's not going to help most people because they're just either going to abuse it, not use it. And I understand it makes people feel good because I did it. But if you ever get really involved in those programs, most of it does not move the needle. So just got to be mindful of that. And most homeless people don't want to be in a homeless shelter because they don't have rules. So they want to be out cold. They don't want to be in a warm area where they got to follow rules. They want to be out in the street. They want to do what they want. They don't want no one tell them what to do. Showgirls, you know you're living a life. Showgirls, you could go and you can check into a homeless shelter. You can get into a program where they say, all right, take these steps. We'll put you on subsidized housing. We'll get you in a job placement. But you're like, no, I want to be homeless. I want to live in my car. I want to park at Planet Fitness. I want to sell stuff online. I don't want to work for someone else. The same mindset you have, someone else has. And I'm not saying that to be brash or hurtful. I'm saying that you got to be honest. If someone donates you a couch right now, showgirls, because you're homeless, that couch is not going to help you. You're going to put it in your inventory. You have to pay for a storage. Then you have to try to sell it. And that doesn't really solve your problem. A W-2 and getting in a program would solve more of your problems, not donated stuff. You want to be where you're at. Now, there's programs, but you got to play the game. Why? Because that's part of that program. Everything has a game. But I'm saying that as someone who has worked with the homeless, technically I'm homeless, and has seen all these things. This is the reality of the first world country. I could take showgirls right now and I could say, I know a social worker. We'll get you on a waiting list for subsidized housing. We'll place you in a job placement program and you got to take these steps. I guarantee you she would fight me nail and foot. She would never want to come with me. So, but that's what I mean. Like donating to her is not going to help necessarily. Now, if you want to give her money or give someone money, I'm not mad at that. I've done it, but you also have to be mindful that in life that only does so much for someone who's at a certain place mentally, emotionally. And this is part of that life. Aaron, I love you. Shout out to you. I'll see. All right, let's go to the live comments. Showgirls, you know I love you. We speaking on it. Showgirls, if me and you don't speak on it, who's going to speak on it? You know, Trump, Biden, the Federal Reserve. Showgirls, if me and you don't speak on it, who's going to speak on it? The panhandler who's going to lie to everyone and told them that, oh, yeah, their car just broke. Here's a panhandler classic, guys. Oh, yeah, I was just driving, me and my wife and my kid, and our car broke down. Do you think you have this to help us to get to this? Yeah, go ahead, donate to them, guys. I know a psychopath, he's counting how much money he gives to them. It's going right down the drain. Yeah. So, if I don't speak on it because I've lived it, who's going to speak on it? Now, I'm not saying my perspective is the only perspective. And I'm not saying there's not people who fall through the cracks. But I'm saying, guys, I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know what else someone else is telling you, but a lot of it's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Because I know people right now that it's a disaster. That's all I could say. So let's stay positive. Back to live comments. Doug, thank you again, man. Sun emoji. And I'm going to still adjust the membership badges and some of the emojis. You got to start and then refine as you go. Doug is out of Beaverton, Oregon. It's a balmy 55 degrees. That's not that bad for the dead of winter. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Dividend bro. He's going to continue on his question. I hope you're still listening. It's a good question. He's thinking about buying a $200K house. He got a $50K salary, 1,200 square foot. That's not too big. But the other question would be, I'm going to continue to read, how many people are going to live with you? If a single person, 1,200 square feet, is like having sex with a woman that's had 5 kids, guys, there's a lot of room, okay, in that home. Okay, so, guys, I mean, 1,200 square foot for one person, that's a gaping, place to dwell. Okay, so now if you got 3 kids and you're married, 1,200 square foot makes sense. Now, it's hard to find anything under 1,000 square foot in today's times, but that's something you got to think about. Let's continue. He goes, on a half an acre. Okay, that's proper. That's a lot to take care of for a single person. 100K in savings. That's awesome. Made up of stocks, cash, emergency fund. Okay, that's not a bad mix. No debt. That's awesome. It's the biggest financial decision I ever made. I empathize. Now, here's the question. Are you going to be in that area for more than 5 years? Do you love that area? If you do not love that area, if you do not want to be there in 5 years, I would not buy that. I think your financials are good. I think it's a little bit too big for one person. I don't know if you're married or you got kids. I do think that. So I would go back to, if it's the area you want to live for more than 5 years, you love the area, and you love the house, or you definitely love the neighborhood, you buy the neighborhood, drive the neighborhood at night, go to the supermarket, go to the gym, buy the neighborhood, see the culture. Then I would say, yeah, but if those things don't check off, I would pass and let the Federal Reserve raise interest rates. Even if house prices go up, I wouldn't marry someone I went to high school with just because I wanted to avoid inflation, you know? So don't just buy a house because you want to avoid inflation, man. It's not wise. That's my opinion. I respect whatever you do. Doug, thank you again. Showgirls. Yay, Doug. Thank you. Charles, thank you, brother. People who love you always going to love you. Doug, thanks, Sam. I was really down. I felt that, but I love that you stay positive. But much better this afternoon. That's why you keep showing up. Better to be depressed at lunch break than depressed just waking up from a nap, realized you called out. Good job. Sun is out. Vitamin D, all in it. Love it, Tom. You asked, what's my W-2 inside? Yes. My family was poor, okay? So I joined the military. There you go. And put myself through college. There you go. To learn advanced mathematics. Okay, what do you do? W-2. Own my own investment firm with 27 employees. Well, everything doesn't add up. If you're a mathematical genius, you went to the Army, you put yourself through college. I can see that because you get a lot of subsidies when you join the Army. VA loans for housing. You get a certain amount of free college. You get lifetime health benefits if you stay for a certain amount of time. So I get that. But I don't get how that you skipped a big portion of your story. And one is there's no W-2 mentioned. That's all 1099 work. Well, the W-2 could be working for the government, being a military officer. How long did you do the military, and what capital did you use to create that firm, or did you borrow money or take investors' money? And if you've been an investment firm for more than 7 years, I don't want to know the last 2 years because the last 2 years are abnormal. What's your yearly average on your prospectus statement to your potential investors? And what are your 3 biggest holdings? So that would answer a little bit more of it. If you want to share, you don't have to. And what do you think about the Federal Reserve? Are you hedging your bets? Do you have bonds? All those things come into play. Geez, you need to have respect. Talking about the Ernie guys. Okay, it's all love. Thank you, showgirls, though. Where was I at? I got to go back. I missed something. Yo, productive gene. Yeah, productive emoji meme. She nailed it with the Michael Jackson staring in the man in the mirror. Showgirls, Tom Stocks, you are amazing. I agree. Tom Stocks. Also own motorcycle dealership and logistic company. That's a lot of different things. I employed 108 employees. That's more than a small business. Where'd you get that capital from? Your investment firm? That's very abnormal. I've been retired now for 9 years. What's your age? There's a big gap in how you went from a military officer, which is damn near 30 to 40, 50 grand a year. You do get a lot of benefits, but how you got from that to an investment firm having more than 20 employees, then more than 100 employees in a different company, there's big gaps in that. I would really need to dissect that. Return of heaven. No hair, one tooth. Hey, return of heaven, you know what it is, okay? Because even Jesus said, stay single. Okay? Pago. Enjoy retirement, Tom Stocks. Yeah, I don't know. You're 60 years old now? Yeah. Well, take me the age that you joined the military, the age you got out. How much net worth did you get out when you left the military? How'd you start that firm? And I'm not saying it's disrespectful, but that sounds like very abnormal. That's not normal. And that's good that you're not normal, but obviously, now you don't have to share because there's something I don't share, but so I get that too. You don't have to. Patrick, new video. Love to you, Patrick. Brendel, sounds great. Thanks. Zach, thanks, Sam. You're the man. Same to you. Shahid, I realized that when you have that many people speaking to you at once on this live, your emotions can change very quickly. Thank you. I don't know if that's healthy, but you choose to manage it, of course. Yeah, if I was younger, the answer would be no. As a middle-aged man, it's not easy at times, but it's manageable, and I'm very much structured now in my other things. But I would say, yeah, if I was younger, it would make you, Or if I was unstable in other areas, yeah, it would be an overload. So it's a fair evaluation. And that's why I recommend most people don't do it, because they're unstable in other areas. My life was very stable when I started this channel, and it still is in many other instances on this channel. And in one ways, that's the allure of, I really don't need it, but I love doing it. Obviously, I love the side hustle of it, and I love using my passion, okay? I love connecting in a non-entangled way. And again, I love the side hustle revenue. But the price you pay is lack of privacy. You have to show up just like any other job. And if you're engaged, you see the range of emotions, but I'm engaged. I'm reading these comments. I'm listening to people's things, and I'm fucking engaged in their life. Guys, I could sit here and pacify all of you, or not read most of the comments, not really give a fuck like most people do. And so, but that would be my energy would be more stable. But guys, I basically just be a therapist. What do you think? I could do that shit, guys. I mean, so I want to kind of give you guys a little bit more, but you're right in many instances. One Track Mind. HGTV, flip or flop. Most of those people got divorced who did that show, and they end up broke. It's always twice what you think. Never forget it. Good job, showgirls. I'm not sure what that means. Lloyd Bridges. Tom, thank you, Pat Go. That was very nice of you. We love you, Tom. I like watching these channels to get insight of new areas, RVs, and because Sam is like-minded, his travels I find interesting. Thank you, Tom. Love and respect to you. One Track. Where are you at? Yeah, I don't share that, but I thank you. Florida. Showgirls. Walking tall. Amen. Aaron's in the building. Aaron, we love you. Think about you often, and I thank God that you're compassionate, and I thank God that you come back in here because I truly feel your heart and your soul, and I don't want to hurt you. I want to respect you, and I want us to have good conversation. Thank you, Aaron. And Aaron, if you want to share, how are you doing with the house sale? If you want to share. Pago, Sam is hilarious. Well, Pago, you're exempt. We love you. Coffee Black. Hey, Coffee Black. Pago. Aaron, sell your house. It's not easy. It almost broke me mentally, but it's tough, but it was worth it. Aaron, in progress. Oh, good. 3 weeks to go. Countdown to closing. I felt better on closing than I did when I purchased, but it'd be different now, but that's how I felt at the time. I'm still glad I bought my house, and I'm still glad I sold it, both. Aaron, why do I keep saying Ernie? Because we think about that guy. Aaron, it takes a long time to get rid of a toxic person in your mind. You forget about good people quick, and make a note about that. Aaron, thank you. That's why you got to be very careful who you have in your life. One person destroy your life. One person, guys, you'll think about that negative person. Look at it for years. Give me an example, Inspirational Nomad. If 10 people come up to you today and 9 of them say all positive things, that you look great, you're a very awesome person, we love you, and one person calls you the Biden squirrel feeder, you think about that one psychopath all day. Yeah. Forget that she's delusional. But that's, and she didn't call me Bob, but I'm trying to make a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you think about. That's why you got to be careful who you're around. Zach, what got you of being an electrical contractor? Well, I was graduating high school. It was either that or some type of computer school. And I was told it starts at $12 an hour. And at the time I was making like $6 an hour working at the mall. So I'm a revenue guy. I said I could start making, I hated working with my hands. I still do. I said I can make $12 an hour, and then if I work for 5 years and they give you free schooling, I could make up to $30 an hour. I said, I didn't want to do it, but I said, it's worth the money. So that's what a lot of people tell you, don't do what you don't love. I said, well, when you're young, build your career. Because I also asked, well, once I get my certification and I top out, can I go do something else? And they go, yeah, they can never take that away from you. So that was kind of like my thought process. And then I got other friends, similar opportunities, and some of them took up on it, some of them didn't. So remember, an opportunity you can give to a multitude of people. Most will not go through the sacrifice. You can get your friend a nursing job, you can get your friend a construction job, but most chances are they're not going to show up long term. So be careful who you get a job. But get people jobs if you know that you feel they can help them. I agree with that. Back to live comments. Pat, where are you? Where are you going next, Aaron? I think she wanted to go to Georgia, but I know her sons are still living in um where was it? Maine, right? Maine, you're in Maine, right? Or New Hampshire? New Hampshire or Maine? I think New Hampshire. No, New Hampshire, I think. Uh Aaron, local for a year. Yeah, she's not leaving her kids. I don't care what she says. She's not going to end up leaving those damn kids. Then Georgia. Well, I don't want to be negative. I believe in you, Aaron, because you're a positive person. You can overcome great obstacles. But it's tough for a mother to leave her kids. I want to tell you, they're not easy. Now, some do. Not easy. Showgirls. My first donations are in person for the homeless, and I know personally. Yeah, you know, most of them are waste, but maybe a different experience. Cool. A lot of emojis. Pago, you're exempt. Aaron, laughing. Pago. Aaron, peach emoji. Thank you. Showgirls. I was just given a virtual new white leather couch by an acquaintance, and Indian gave it. My dream couch. What you gonna do with that couch? You ain't got no damn room for that couch. Showgirls, you crazy. I love that. Tom, showgirls, that's great that you try to help people. Well, she gotta help herself. That's the problem. Look, she should not be spending her time at the homeless shelter or giving things away. She's got her own problems. So, and that's why I do not say that to be hurtful. But Showgirls has got a mound of problems. See, I know Showgirls. I'm interacting with Showgirls on a deep level. I don't know all of her things because everyone needs to keep their privacy. But I can tell you this, she does not have the luxury to waste time helping other people. She's got to help herself. Now again, what should she do? Whatever she wants. She's a grown woman, grown adult. I would never tell her, do what I say. I'm just saying in my evaluation to help her is when you need to take care of yourself, guys, don't volunteer. Work on yourself and work to get independence. Because it's a distraction. My big thing is to help children. So I gotta go to St. Jude's here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's the other thing. I would never donate to a hospital. Why? Guys, all that money, they're still going to charge you when you leave the hospital. They charge everyone. And if you're dead broke, you're going to go bankrupt. And if you're very old, you got Medicare. So now I guess you can go visit the people in the hospital, spend time with them, but that may be something. But you know, Tom Stocks, based on what you told us, you're a millionaire. But we don't know that for sure. I mean, I don't know. Either way, it's love and respect. I don't believe in giving alcoholics any drug abusers. Look, I've given money to drug abusers and I don't regret it, but I don't make it that a habit. And, you know, you just got to be mindful of that. Okay, so Christina, good point, Sam. Thank you, Christina. You know, you've been through life. Showgirls, Sam, you are truly honest. Thank you. I would say you know me pretty well as to I think. Damn it, Showgirls. Love and respect to you. Pat, hey, Christina. Showgirls. Tom Stocks, you are talking about the pro beggars. I don't do anything for them. Showgirls. Real homeless. Yeah, I've seen Showgirls. See, that's the thing, too. Like, I watch Showgirls videos. A lot of you don't watch them. And when I watch Showgirl videos, I've seen her when she was driving through her areas. And even when she was still with her daughter, she goes, oh, yeah, there goes that fake homeless person. Yeah. So, you know, that's what you think, like, oh, it's inspirational nomad. How can you talk about homeless people like that? Guys, I watch, and that's life. This is real life. We out here. Okay, and I've seen her drive, oh, look at that fake-ass homeless person. They scamming. That's how I heard her say that shit like that. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of what she said. You know, she said that. Because she knows she's out here. Okay. Wally, how underrated is fillet of fish? Look, to me, I would say play the fish song from the Ghostface Killer album, and then that will answer that question. Yeah, play the track by Ghostface, Fish, and then you have your question answered. Good job. We got a little spam. Pago, I like cornmeal deep fried catfish. Well, I tell you, I can't believe that's very unhealthy. I can't believe you don't like a vaccine and you like deep fried catfish. Hey, man, I may have to call Dr. Fauci and say, hold up, is she really exempt? Christina, hey, Pago. Suitcase, do you think Nate will still be around? Nate from Element Van Life. I think he'll still be around. I don't think he's going nowhere. If that's the question, I think. Tom, 60 years old now. Love and respect. Tom, there's no gaps, young man. Don't display ignorance. Tom, man, don't display taking my message out of context. Okay. And don't tell me how to run my live feed. Okay. I love you. Okay, I respect you. I think you're full of shit with your financial information. Okay. Because anyone I know big dogs financially. Tom, now I'm gonna have to break you down, bro. All the big people I know some people way wealthier than you. Their tag name is not Tom Stocks. Because any fucking financial asset manager worth his weight in gold does not have a display name about stocks. So you're a fucking fraud, number one. I hate to say it. And number two, we probably need to donate to you. Okay, but it's too late. Why? Because you got out of control. Okay. Have fun watching the market. Okay. Go bet on crypto. I love you. Hate to do that. Hate to do that. Patrick, this was a typo. There's a lot of typos tonight, Patrick, but thank you. Let's stay positive, inspirational nomad. I had some guy on my live repeatedly ask me where I was exactly. We're a little bit in the psycho land. That crept me out. Yeah, you know what creeps me out? Someone who says they're a millionaire and they got a tag name about stocks. Guys, if I want to tell you guys, come on, guys. I mean, come on, man. I love you, Patrick. Weird that. Yeah, Quirk, it's crazy out here in these streets. Wiley, amen, brother, so much. Action. Open shot again. Sammy showed up. Action. It's more than most people ever do, but I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. But I thank you for that positive comment. Captain Kirk, what's up, man? I'm freezing in Minnesota. Been there. Well, not Minnesota, but I've been freezing. Moving to Florida this year. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Showgirls. I love everybody, and there's so many worse off than me. There's a lot. Kristen, what does the scripture say? As someone who has a religious exemption against the vaccine, they should know the scriptures. So what do you want to know the scriptures about? I'll tell you, what specifically in the scripture do you want to know? Women should not speak in the church? Christina, technically, if we go by the scriptures, you shouldn't speak in this live chat. But I am anti some of the shit that's in the scripture. You're anti-abortion, but you also believe women should speak whenever they want. You can't have it both ways. So what do I tell you? Take the good out of the Bible, but leave the bad. And don't forget, it was basically written during the caveman era, where men ruled the world, okay? And where people who couldn't kill you, okay, they couldn't do anything for you because it was run by brute force, not the Federal Reserve. Love to. And I'm not being short with you, Kristen. Just trying to break that down. And I know you were probably saying something else. Jay Wiley, real homeless, twerk while they work. I'm not disrespecting all homeless because there's some people that are down on luck. I'm just trying to give the balanced perspective. Showgirls, that older lady, fake homeless, isn't on the corner anymore. Yeah, I saw that video. Did you see that vlog? I did. I saw a couple of them when you was going through there. Going through the store all decked out. I seen it. Pay to Nolan $4.99. Let's go all green. Scripture says to give the last of what you have and the Lord will provide what necessary. No, I totally disagree. You should take back that super chat if you can. The scripture is misleading you. If you think, now it does say though, give the last you have, or it does say many instances give all of you have. But I want to tell you this, that's bullshit. Just like the scriptures say slaves should obey their slave master. It's bullshit. Just like when Moses said, thou shalt not kill. Moses killed 3,000 people after he told people that. Don't donate your money if you're destitute. Don't be a member on this channel if you're destitute. Don't super chat me if you're destitute. Don't give to your pastor. Don't give to the Lord. I'm not saying be selfish. I'm not saying forget to give back. I'm saying I want to be honest with people that if God lives inside you, I want you to take care of yourself. Mind, body, soul, and financially. Old Testament and New Testament. Okay. The New Testament said slaves should obey their slave master. And the Old Testament, when Moses gave the 10 Commandments, after he gave them, he killed 3,000 people, men, women, and children. Oh, that's okay, Beta Nolan. But I didn't, Beta Nolan, you know I love you. But I don't want to manipulate you or abuse you. I don't want to, guys, look, I don't want to work for free but I don't want to work manipulative. Okay. You guys know what I'm saying? And I love the Lord. I curse the Lord sometimes, just like they did in the Bible. But you can have faith and you can say some of the Bible's bullshit. Okay. If you can't say that, you're a cult member. God doesn't live inside you. You're a robot. You might as well get 5 boosters, all from Fauci directly. And I got vaccinated. Why? Because, guys, in the Bible, there was no dentist. In the Bible, there was no surgery. If you have a heart attack, don't go have surgery. Let God heal you. You got a natural immune system. Yeah. Hey, guys, look. Hey, if you have an aneurysm, don't go to the emergency room. Let God heal you. Yeah. Do that. So, guys, look. It's a tough journey because I've been on this journey. I want you to respect the Lord. I want you to research the scriptures. I want you to get with like-minded people, but I want you never to get a cult mentality, a mentality where you can't think for yourself. I don't want you to be like this delusional person that only you know everything. Some things in the Bible are a blessing, man. Some things are bullshit. If you can't say that, I think refer back to the book of Ecclesiastes, where it says that anyone who loves the Lord will avoid both extremes. They will not be too good. Why destroy your life? At the same time, don't be too bad. Why die before your time? Those who love the Lord will avoid both extremes. I believe there's times in life where you have to be extreme to change your life. I've done that. But you also have to balance it or else you end up, from one mess to another mess. Good job. All right, back to live comments. Paid it on. Thank you, brother. It was a good comment, though, because it gave me a chance to elaborate on some shit. Where was I at? I hope I get back to all these comments. Christina read that. I believe faith, peace, laughing good. Kristen, laughing good. I love you. Miley, oh my, yeah. Well, let me get rid of this spam artist. Wiley, to the gas chamber you go. Yeah. Let's stay positive. Fox, where can I get info on what? Showgirl, stuck uploading. That's okay. Peyton Nolan, thank you again, brother. We spoke on it. I thought that was ESP. No, that's Endeavor Nomadic. Transitioning imminent. Preps, research, resources, all in progress. Been catching your content for quite a while. Very much appreciate your perspective. Best wishes. Endeavor Nomadic. Thank you for the positive comment. Faith, peace. I give to homeless people if I see them, but I don't give money to the church. I would give money to church before I give money to a homeless person. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I was just being quick-minded. Look, both could be a big scam. That's all I'm saying, but everyone should do what they want. Showgirls. Fox, you're spamming. Shanner. People got side hustles. Oh, yeah. Wiley, Old Testament. We broke that down. Peyton Nolan. I won't take it back. Well, Peyton Nolan, I love you. We've been building for a while. You know what I'm saying, and I know what you're saying. I thank you. Wild Child. 100. Thank you. Wiley. Jesus is my side hustle. Well, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's what the Bible said. So, the Bible never said Jesus your side hustle. You said that shit. Are you a heathen? Or are you a hard worker? Jesus said, people by the fruit of their tree, the actions of their life. Are you a lazy sloth and a glutton? Are you a hypocrite fraud? Or are you a hard worker, positive, that gets a good yearly review from your job? You never been divorced? Your children love you? Or you have no children, you're a positive person, people like to be around you? Or are you a religious nut job that has a mental disability? And in the Bible days, they would say you have a demon in your mind. But I say you may have a mental disability. Jay Wiley, what's your mental health history? Never forget it. I love you. But I understand what you're saying. But I like to hear a real take on religion. I love you. Nobody tells it how it is these days. It's a disaster. Thank you, Peyton. I love you. Shannon, Moses was also decepted with horns on his head, so he knows. Look, again, Moses did some good things. Everyone does some good and bad. I mean, some obviously are very bad. Some are very good. I'm not disrespecting Moses, but guys, I mean, we got to read the part where he kills 3,000 people, men, women, and children. I know why he did it, to get to the promised land. But guys, I mean, it's like, so it's like if Trump killed 3,000 people, men, women, and children in order to get reelected, some people may say he was a prophet, right? I mean, I don't know. So all I'm saying, we have to look at everything in full context. We can still respect what they did and what they sacrificed, but we have to look at them fairly, including Jesus, including yourself, including Muhammad, including Buddha, including a tarot reader, okay? Including everyone, including your parents. It's part of life. Showgirls, Sam, are you done with the vlog? I'm getting tired. It's been uploading a long time here. I'm still here, but I'm getting tired. I'm getting ready to close it down soon. Pat Go, a lot of great emojis. You're exempt again. Jay Wiley, I love you. Showgirls, vlog is stuck. That might be on your end because I see good video quality on my end. Pat Go, from YouTube, I learned how funny English. Oh, yeah. Showgirl, Sam, I lost your signal. It may be on your end. Jay Wiley, I love you. Thank you for loving my channel. Thank you for your positive comments. I love you. Don't be upset with me. Captain Kurt, I'm fine with lesbians in Minnesota. I'm fine with lesbians everywhere. I'm fine with gay guys everywhere. I'm fine with transgenders. I believe in equal rights. So the Bible says if you're gay, you're going to hell. Hey, guys, look, the Bible says don't trim your beard. Guys, I believe in equal and fair rights. Why? Because in America, the First Amendment of the Constitution is not just freedom of speech, it's that the Senate cannot make any one religion law. It can't prohibit you from religion, you're exempt, but it can't make any one law about one religion. Guys, this is why we're the land of the free, because we're not cult members. Never forget it. You say, oh no, we're a Christian nation, that's why we prosecute. Christopher Columbus was a murderer. Now look, you can go and look in other countries too, they're murderers. So I don't want to get on this big thing like America's so bad all the time, but America's got some bad history, I acknowledge it. I acknowledge other countries' history too, but I'm saying Christianity could still be good without it being law. Just like Islam could be good without it being law. Just like a Jewish faith could be good without it being law. Some people don't want to hear that. Why? Guys, some people, once they go down a certain road, they ain't coming back. It don't matter what you say to them. So be careful dealing with some people. Kenneth, great to catch you live. Thanks for the great videos. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kenneth. Fox. Need info on what's happening on January 26th with the Fed. GTE looking to invest part of the money from unemployment case I won. I would not invest any money based on anything you just mentioned. That's not in the proper order of self-care and financial wellness. And that's how people end up going to see people who say they got an investment firm. I would tell you, don't even start investing with that type. You're not, and I don't say that disrespect Fox, but that's not why you invest. That's not the credentials. You want to have at least 25,000 or 10,000 in a savings account. You want to have little or no debt. You want to have a steady source of income. You don't want to put money you made from a lawsuit or unemployment into some investment when mentally you're not there. Now you can do whatever you want. We're in the land of the free. But believe me, guys, the circus also said, they asked the guy who invented the circus, they said, how are you going to sell tickets? Who wants to go see an elephant ride a tricycle? And you know what he said? There's a sucker born every day. So guys, be careful. A lot of people treat you like suckers, man. Jay, heathen hard worker, I love you. You know what I was saying, Jay Wiley. I love you, though. I respect you. Pat Goes laughing good. Jay Wiley, it was a joke. I was joking, too. I love you. Showgirls, Fox, I think you're spamming. Now, Fox, well, I think Fox has mental problems. Because I did a mental health comment on one of my things, and he said, like, oh, Hitler tried to kill all the mentally ill people. So that made me think he's insecure or hers, and they're mentally ill. So Fox probably is a mental health, and they're looking to invest, and they're not taking care of their mental health. They're going to destroy their mental health investing. A lot of people have mental problems, destroyed their mental health with Bitcoin, even if it goes up. So I don't, that's the tough part about YouTube. Like, I think some people have legit mental problems. I don't want to judge them on that because we all got mental health, and I don't look down on them. We can still be cool. But you got to discern, is it spamming or is it mental health? And Fox is a woman. Okay, Fox, you're a woman. Fox, why were you unemployed and what's your mental health history? That will answer most of the questions. And why did you say Fox? Why'd you put Fox twice? That's like, even your tag name's a spam. Like, you ever get a comment, but that's what I mean. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but It's like you're doing like your mind is duplicating the same thing. Like, and that's why you got to stabilize your mental health. There's a lot of duplication. Back to live comments. Quirk, man, getting to the promised land was a real bloodbath. Yeah, ask anyone. Ask Christopher Columbus. Ask Rwanda. Ask any genocide event. Guys, that's what life is. I hate to say it. It's very sad. But how does it happen? People with mental health problems. And then they're destitute financially. That's what happens. Yeah. Showgirls got me back. Alenia. I am Alenia from... Oh, wandering off. Hey, wandering off. Good to see you. Great to see you. Shout out to Venice. Good to see you on the public chats all open now. I got memberships, but I cut the price in half, and the memberships are just going to be a way to support the channel with no entanglement. We're still going to do public chats. Thank you, Aline, for all your support throughout the years. You owe me nothing, and I appreciate everything you've ever done for me. Good to see you in the public chat. Hopefully, it's not getting too crazy. It's a little bit wild, but hey, guys, better to do this than to give money to the homeless. Why? This may actually help them, but they probably just want your money so they can do drugs and tell you shut the fuck up behind your back. Yeah. Shane Worth, good. Captain Kurt, I think people need help like cold weather. I'm not sure if I understand that. Wiley, laughing good. Michelle, hey Michelle. Financial YouTubers are full of shit. I hate to say that. I try not to say that. But then when they start to give me shit, I say, come on, guys. Every person I know that's financially very well off, guys, they're certainly not doing this shit, okay? Even me, guys, I mean, it's like, I want to tell you, it's like some people say, Sam, what the fuck you doing? So I want to tell you guys, do whatever you want. Don't believe me, believe Tom Stocks, believe anyone. But I believe if you look at what I tell people, you can evaluate for yourself, okay? And you decide for yourself. And that's scary to say, but everyone decide for himself what you want to do with your life. Michelle, first of all, I'm a woman. Well, love and respect. I just kicked out a man. Do you want me to kick out a woman? I believe in equality. Fox, last name is Fox. Well, what's your first name, Fox? Fuck. I mean, what the fuck's going on over here? Fox? I mean, what the fuck? I love you. I mean, come on. Oh, here we go. We got a lot of spaces going on now. From Aztec, we look at Aztecs as brutal because of their human sacrifices. Yeah, the Native Americans killed each other based on sacrificing themselves to gods in the sky, to their deaths, and that's true. Rather than getting political, I can't read this, political pessimist, I look at their reverence for nature. Every culture has good and bad. Christian, Native American, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, psychopath online. But there's only so much you can take. That's true. And before you start to do human sacrifices. That's why I tell you guys, just stay positive and have boundaries, guys. These motherfuckers try to make kill them. Let's stay positive. So girls, put out 30K on Bitcoin, borrowed from family. Yeah, I've seen that. Sad. Now, Bitcoin may go up, but even if it goes up, they're going to destroy their health. Yeah, he lost it all because they're going to squeeze them out. I know the game, guys. They'll squeeze you out. Looking at stocks, it's all love. I'm not saying you can't invest. Just be careful and don't destroy your mental health. Fox, I think it's, now we know it's Jan Fox. I was illegally fired on. Now this sound, I don't believe, I got this too. Let me read. You're the person that said you were in Manhattan and you couldn't get to your job because of a BLM protest. You're mentally insane. I hate to say it. I don't want to say that, but you got mental problems and you got to go see a mental health worker. They tried to pull up. Oh, yes, see. Come on, you're out. You're out, Jan. I'm sorry. You're just too negative and you're toxic and you probably have mental problems. It's not that you mean to be negative, but you're not. I tried to let a few things slide. I really did, because I don't look down on you because you got mental problems, but I look down on you because you blame other people. You can't take accountability for your own life. And you're the type of person to be around where someone's just got to either pacify you or drug you up. And I don't want to do either. And if someone's not going to do either, then they got to basically be prepared to destroy their own mental health to be around you, because you are irrational and you're not logical. And that's why, again, I'm not a mental health worker. I am a social media worker on my side hustle. Love to you. Back to live comments. Showgirl. Oh, I read that. Showgirls. Oh boy, here comes Showgirls. You called that. You want to donate to her, Showgirls? Yeah, you may be donating your couch to her. Captain Kirk, you're the most honest YouTuber. I do it to my own channels, the mod sometimes, which is great. Thank you, Captain Kirk. Showgirls, you skipped my comment. Oh, please forgive me. All right, Showgirls, I read them all now. I hope I got to everyone. I love everyone, guys. I hate to block people, but you guys know. I mean, you guys know. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to everyone who watched. Adam, Doug, Charles, Paige Nolan, everyone in the live chat tonight. I truly appreciate you. I'm sorry that there was some things that were a little bit hurtful to read and to have to block. I don't want to have to block. Thank you, Doug Free. But guys, you got to take care of yourself, okay? And Michael, I appreciate that, Michael. And hope I showed up for almost 2 hours again tonight. I'm sweating. I gave you my energy, my time, and I gave you direct talk. I didn't give direct talk just to be funny or bold, because I don't want to hurt people, but I don't want to hurt myself. So I appreciate that, Showgirls. I appreciate everyone. You've been gracious to me too. Again, I appreciate you, and I hope my videos help. Thank you.